Okay, on this exercise, we're going to be making tables and look for patterns, kind of similar to what we've been doing, just kind of the next step up. And we can use this in real life problems. We're going to have a couple problems we're going to work on here. Okay, on problem number 1, okay, we're trying to find the missing numbers on this table, and they're talking about towers and blocks here. And if you look, this first set right here, on the first story, there's 2 blocks. Okay, with 2 stories, it has 4 blocks. 2 stories has 4 blocks, and 3 stories has 6 blocks. 3 stories has 6 blocks. Okay, we're going to go ahead and draw the next 2. We're going to draw a 4-story one. It's going to be a little bit taller. Going to be a little bit taller here than that one. I can't quite that neat anymore. But you can see that 4-story has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. And we'll do a 5-story one. Won't draw this one quite as fancy. Okay, and that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 blocks. Okay, and the pattern there, the rule on that table is going to be times 2. Okay, times 2, and we can see each story has 2 blocks, and that makes sense. Okay, problem number 2. Okay, in the example on the previous page, why does multiplication work to get from first numbers to the second numbers in a numbered pair? Okay. And what it's talking about is equal groups. Okay, it's talking about equal groups just like on this problem right here. And whenever we're talking about equal groups, that's going to be a multiplication problem. So whenever we're talking about equal groups, okay, equal groups, it's going to be a multiplication problem. Okay, number 3. Okay, how many blocks would you need to make a 15-story tower in exercise 1? Explain how you know. And we figured out the rule on this for however many stories there are was going to be times 2 is going to give us how many blocks there are. So 15 times 2, that's 2 15s, is 30. We'll work that out just real quick. That's 15 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. It's 30. And that's 30 blocks. Okay, 30 blocks. Okay, on the independent practice, we're going to work together on a couple more, or a few more. We're going to work together on the green ones, and y'all are going to do the yellow ones on your own. Okay, on this next one, we're just use patterns to find missing numbers in each table. Okay, you may draw the next 2 figures on the grid paper to help, and we'll go ahead and just kind of look at this one for a minute. This looks very similar to our exercise up top there. So I'm looking at the pattern here. So I got 7 stories. I have 21. 6. I have 18 blocks. 5, I have 15 blocks. And to me that looks like it's multiplying by 3 because I can see there's 3 blocks in each tower. So 4 times 3 is 12, and 3 times 3 is 9. So a 4-story one, okay, would have, and there's 3 blocks per story. Okay, would have 12 blocks, and a 3-story one. Three-story tower would have 9 blocks. Problem number 6. Okay, on problem number 6, we got a right-angled figure, and it shows that 2 has 3 squares. If it's 2 across the top, it has 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. Okay, if it has 3 across the top, 1, 2, 3, it has 5 squares altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if it has 4 squares across the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, that means it has 7 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and we could do this out on grid paper, but we're going to kind of look and see if we can find a pattern there. And the figure looks kind of it's kind of symmetrical there. Okay, and if I do 4 across the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, I only need to add 3 more to my shape. If I have 3 across the top, I need to only add 2 more. If I have 2 across the top, I only need to add 1 more. So I'm looking at this pattern. I think if I add 2 plus 2, I'm going to do 2 plus 2. And if I subtract 1 from that, minus 1 equals 3. Okay, the next one, 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3. Getting off a little bit on that thing there. Oh, I got a marker in the way there. Okay, let me erase that. Had an eraser in the way there. So is 2 plus 2 minus 1 equals 3. 3 plus 3 minus 1 equals 5. 4 plus 4 minus 1 equals 7. So 5 plus 5 minus 1. 5 plus 5 is 10. Minus 1 would equal 9. And so that's 9 right there. And 6 plus 6 minus 1. 6 plus 6 is 12. Minus 1 would be 11. And we could do that on grid paper, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Now go ahead, go to the back page. Some of our word problems here. Okay, John used 15 blocks to make a tower. He used 12 blocks to make the next tower. Then he used 9 blocks to make the third tower. If he continues this pattern, what rule could he use for the table? Okay, well, let's look at the table here. Okay, I got 15 blocks makes a 5-story tower. I got 12 blocks makes a 4-story tower. 9 blocks makes a 3-story tower. 6 blocks makes a 2-story tower. And 3 blocks makes a 1-story tower. So it looks like that's probably dividing by 3. 15 divided by 3 equals 5. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. And 3 divided by 3 equals 1. Or you could do the inverse operation, which would be 5 times 3 equals 15. 4 times 3 equals 12. 3 times 3 equals 9. 2 times 3 equals 6. 1 times 3 equals 3. So it's dividing by 3 is the rule that we're using. And problem number 10. Okay, during the first week of summer vacation, Phil made 1 new friend. The second week, he made 3 new friends. The third week, he made 5 new friends. If this pattern continues, how many new friends will Phil make during the 8th week of summer vacation? So, kind of see a pattern here. Let's go ahead and make a table and see if we can find out the answer to this. And so go to the other page here. And so we're going to do week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. On the first week, let's go back and look. Okay. Okay, he made, for the first week, he made 1 friend. Second week, he made 3 friends. Okay. Third week, he made 5 friends. So that's 1, 3, and 5. So 1 friend, 3 friends, 5 friends. Okay. If I'm looking right there, okay, that's plus 2 to 3, plus 2 to 5. So it looks like he's making 2 extra friends a week. We'll try that out. So that's 7 plus 2 would be 9, plus 2 would be 11, okay, plus 2 would be 13, and plus 2 would be 15. So it looks like he's going to be making 15 friends on his 8th week. And it looks kind of similar to one of our other patterns we did on the front. If I done 1 plus 1 minus 1 is 1. 2 plus 2 minus 1 is 3. 3 plus 3 minus 1 is 5. 4 plus 4 minus 1 is 7. 5 plus 5 minus 1 is 9. 6 plus 6 minus 1 is 11. 7 plus 7 minus 1 is 13. And 8 plus 8 minus 1 is 15. Okay, but long story short, he made 15 friends. And problem number 12. Okay, she made these 3 block towers. Okay, if she continues a pattern, how many blocks would a 10-story tower have, and how many blocks would a 100-story tower have? And not a super difficult problem. Okay, because we can look. Okay, 1 story. Okay, we'll go ahead and make a table. We make a little table here real quick. So a 1 story has 6 blocks. A 2 story has 12 blocks. And a 3 story has 18 blocks. Because there's 6 blocks per tower, that would be a times 6 rule. So if we want to figure out how many a 10-story would have, that'd be 10 times 6 equals 60 blocks. And a 100-story would be 6 times 100, which would be 600 blocks.